busting. Many brothers I be sparking and rusting, man, like inside the dark, call me Bill Snatcher. Just a brother for the rapture. I hang live, holding on strong, hard to capture. Extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a convict and start killing. It's manifested. The gods work like appliances, dealing in my sacred life.
Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explained here, bringing you guys another discussion for Boruto Naruto Next Generations, the manga. And for anime only fans, this is the time of the month where a lot of the content that we have here on the channel is going to be dabbling in spoilers. So I thank you for your support. However, if you're still here, I'm assuming you guys all caught up with the manga and you do not care about spoilers. So going back to about last month, I posted a community post and I asked you guys, I said like, hey, who do you think is inside that pod that Amado has? And I thought it'd be fun for us to actually go to the actual community, because this is obviously something that Masashi Kishimoto wanted to do, drum up the whole interest of who's inside that container, just like he did back in the day with the whole Madoru Uchiha being inside that actual coffin. All the fan theories back in the day were absolutely crazy. So I'm kind of curious to see whether or not you guys have any crazy theories yourself. So 3 weeks ago I asked you guys, I said, who do you think is inside the pod that Amado has? This will be a future community response video, so leave your ideas on who's in the pod and why. So going right into it, Dragonfire J says, honestly, I couldn't say. I'd like to think it's something crafty like, Sasuke descendant. That'd be cool. Which would be why Amado has all the knowledge he has. And it would be a perfect weapon because Ada would not be able to use her ability on him or her. But most likely it's a completely new design cyborg. So yeah, I agree with you. That'd be kind of dope if it was an Sasuke or something. But the benefit of us having this conversation after the anime's done, the last few episodes is done, is we know it's not Sasuke because the anime specifically said like this cyborg that Amado's working on inside of Konoha is going to be somebody Konoha related, but it's going to be very interesting to see how many of you guys actually guess it's a Konoha shinobi. So let's see. Cloak 100 says, I see it being a new character. As cool as a clone of Jiraiya is, I don't see them bringing back another dead fan favorite. Although if we were to see another character brought back, I would love for it to be Shisui. So yeah, I agree with you on that. I'd love to see Shisui Uchiha brought back, man. That's a crying shame that we didn't get him reanimated in the war arc. That could have realistically happened. Like Kabuto directly says, if you gave me access to Danzo's body, I'd be able to reanimate Shisui, but Obito tells me not to press his luck. So I would love to actually see that. It'd be a nice kind of nod to the fact that two of the ninja that people wanted to see reanimated in the war arc, we never got a chance to see reanimated, and this would be a good way to actually kind of tie up that loose end there. Even though it's technically a clone, so it's not the same person with the same life experiences, it'd still be something pretty dope to see. Fabian Aguilar says, is possible another relative of Ada or Damon with an extremely powerful ability. I believe that this new cyborg has the ability to warp and alter time and fate. I believe in this because, in my opinion, if it has that ability, the cyborg can counter both Damon and Ada's abilities. That is a damn good idea. Hey, I like that right there, man. Especially if we say that like Ada and Damon might have potentially been people with connections to Konoha and just end up going missing. Again, they'd be normal people, so it wouldn't be somebody that you would just say, oh my god, where'd this person go? Like, so many people come and go from Konoha nowadays. That would be really dope, man. You are getting a freaking heart for this one. That is a dope idea. I did not think of that. That is dope. Bushmaster says, I really love that idea. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I'm giving you credit in the video I'm gonna do on this. I like this idea. Bushmaster says, the silhouette we saw looked like Delta's hair. I think it's a reprogrammed Delta because she has 3 bodies. Naruto destroyed 1 and Amado turned off the screen. I think it took the 3rd body, since Delta is a program, he can program her to protect the Leaf Village. So yeah, so I actually like the fact that you said this right here, because do like what you said about Delta being a program. For people that do not know, the car members all have names that are based off of technology. Delta is meant to stand for not triangle, but the fact that you have Delta encoding, which is about data transfer, which is why that triangle shaped pod that she has basically transfers the data of her consciousness to a new body. But that's a whole video that I'm gonna have coming out later on in the fall, when there's more people on YouTube. I really want that video to do well, so I'll cover that more in detail there. But this is going to be tying into the video I'm going to have coming later on in the fall. But essentially, when you look at the Attic Greek numerals, when you look at the number 4, the symbol that you see for that number is the lowercase letter for the 4th letter in the Greek alphabet. The uppercase letter is that triangle symbol that you see for delta. The 4th letter, lowercase, is also the number that you see for the number 4 in the Attic Greek number system. I did think it was a Delta clone. However, given the fact that we know that it's going to be somebody Konoha related, I got to back off that theory, but I do like that idea though. Mohako, and if I said your name wrong, I apologize, man. Mohako says it might either be a clone of someone or a vessel for Amado. I have a feeling Amado will turn on Konoha based on whoever's in that pod. It's like Kabuto all over again, but this time from a new enemy. Yeah, I definitely think that, you know, when you look at something like that, you know, Amado is one of those sneaky characters that you really can't take your eyes off of him. Like, you look at him and you just know this guy is up to something. I don't know what, but he's up to something. That's the vibe that Amado really gives off. Butter's ID says, I think I'll take an out of the box approach on this one. How about the person inside the pod is an Uzumaki descendant? Possibly could bring more Uzumaki lore back into the story. Yeah, so I like that idea too, man. Like, the Uzumaki, I stand by it. They're the most wasted clan in the entire series. Like, yes, the main character, Naruto, is a character that is an Uzumaki, but like, Naruto has no real connection to that actual clan. We saw Naruto use the chakra chains and a couple of sealing formulas, but he knows nothing about his clan. We know more about the Uzumaki. We know more about the Uchiha clan and more about the Hyuga clan than we know about the Uzumaki. The backstory on the main character of the Naruto franchise, his clan's backstory was essentially regulated to like 3 pages, and then there was nothing really followed up on after the fact. So no, I'm not. I do think that the Uzumaki were pretty much wasted in the actual manga. You had a little bit where we found out that the Uzumaki had red hair, but other than that, like, that was garbage right there, how that was handled. So I do want to see more there. And same thing with Boruto, where Boruto being the main character of the sequel manga to Naruto, once again, we're not really getting anything about the Uzumaki, so I would like to see more right there. Let's see. Maltazar, and if I said your name wrong, I apologize. Serious answer. Okay, so serious answer. So this requires a serious voice. So how about now? Serious answer. It's basically someone that creates karma seals at the expense of a lot of chakra. Basically, they can absorb all ninjutsu, and if they make physical contact. Yo, this is a long question answer, man. I can't read that in that voice. Yo, let me back up and read this, right? Yo, I was gonna troll too, man. Alright, serious answer. It's basically someone that creates karma seals at the expense of a lot of chakra. Basically, they can absorb all ninjutsu, and if they make physical contact, can permanently drain you of all of your chakra. Once they hit a certain chakra threshold, they can produce karma seals and bestow them on a person that has enough Otsutsuki DNA. Since they themselves aren't an Otsutsuki, then the person gets the benefits of karma without any potential drawbacks. Thematically, as the series has taken on so much from the Android saga, it makes sense that Amado, Dr. Gero, which, as a reminder, I am saying the name correct, it's Gero, not Jiro. Jiro is the incorrect pronunciation, the dub changed that. But Dr. Gero would create a cyborg that takes a lot from Cell's concept. It is even a potential scenario where, to make the karma more quickly, the cyborg will need to drain one of Amado's previous cyborgs. If that's the case, it's likely they will be immune to the other cyborg's abilities. And I'm gonna say this right here. I know some people don't like that idea, but I do think, hey, like, we've seen Masashi Kishimoto just directly rip off other mangaka's work, and I know people don't like hearing that, but it's the absolute truth. Go back to the tuning exams. Kabuto is basically Toonpa from the Hunter x Hunter exams. the exact same character arc that took place in there. The only difference is that Kishimoto made a slight tweak in the fact that Kabuto is working for Orochimaru, but a good template of the actual Chunin exams was taken from the Hunter exams. And I've got to dig it up, but even Sasuke having the red eyes and everything was also something taken from Kurapika. Kishimoto was a huge Togashi fan. Saying it's a ripoff isn't necessarily a correct way to actually put it. It's more so paying homage to what was done in the past. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of these series that people are huge fans of now, they pay homage to a lot of other series. You're just not aware of it. All right, so soapbox moment over. Repton Nern says it's actually Aizen. Yo, the fact that Aizen is my favorite character, you get a heart automatically. Like, that's my favorite Bleach character, so you get a heart no matter what. It could be the most garbage comment ever, you get a heart, dude. So it's actually Aizen who ultimate plan involved in being transported to the Naruto world. Aizen in that goddamn chair, I'm telling you, dude. Alright, so Zelda's Papa says, I can't seem to shake the theory that Kashin Koji returned to Amado after his battle, so my guess is Koji, and I'd also like to think @/Killer's idea about Shisui very interesting. So yeah, I mean, it could be Kashin Koji. I haven't ruled that out either. Riaz Ahmad says, new character, just don't see Kishimoto bringing anyone back, to be honest. I mean, possibly. I do like the idea of Kishimoto kind of making a new character, but based on what we know from the anime now, it does look like that this is going to be somebody that is Konoha related, so there is a strong possibility this is yet another clone of a former Konoha shinobi, just as Kashin Koji was. Let's see, so Conrad McLeod says, it will be Lady Tintin. You get a heart too. It will be Lady Tintin because Amado knows how powerful she is. She is like one of Tintin's powers is making characters have less screen time, making them useless. I can already see it working on Konohamaru. Yo, people sleeping on Konohamaru, but he's one of the 4 horsemen of Tintin. And when Konohamaru shows back up, this man's gonna have a summoning contract with the Living Tribunal. Don't sleep on Konohamaru. Time skip Konohamaru is gonna be absolutely broken. So 7 Amato, if I said your name wrong, I apologize. To be honest, I think he or she will be related to the Sasuke in some way. I don't think it's Delta. Delta's comeback will be later in the series. Plus, he or she, I think it's a tool for character development. I mean, I could see this actually being a character used for character development. I like that idea right there. Triple X the Slump God says, I'm all for Madara coming back and reclaiming his throne as the final villain, or the anti-hero that helped save them from the day since he was held by Kaguya. I mean, if Madara came back, I'd absolutely fanboy. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that right there. The Orange Ace says, good question. If it's someone that can help the village, it's probably a new cyborg, a hybrid mixed with the clan like the Uzumaki, the Uchiha, or the Hyuga. I mean, that's possible right there. Jonathan Major, so you had the same idea I had. It's Delta reprogrammed. This is why the anime started hyping up Code and Delta beef early on. I swear to God, man. I swear to God, I was thinking that same shit. I'm so disappointed with what the anime did, making it a former Konoha shinobi. Like, I'm so disappointed by the anime episode kind of saying like, yeah, it's thanks to the data that you had. Like, oh, I had so much hope for a more powerful version of Delta just shit talking Code. Like, oh my God, I had so much hope, man. Oh, I'm so crushed by that. Thematically, it's gonna be a small twist that not only seeing her on Naruto side but also fighting Code. Man, I swear to God. I gotta say, man, this was actually fun to actually do. So the next time you guys see a video like this is actually going to be another follow-up to the Q&A. I'm actually running behind on the Q&As because of issues I've got. As you guys know, I do a full-time job away from YouTube on top of actually doing YouTube, and I've also got some legal issues I'm kind of fighting through right now. So it's one of those things where I don't have as much time as I would actually like to be able to get these done as quickly as I would actually like to do it. But I gotta say, these are so much fun to actually interact with you guys on the community posts. That's part of why I do the polls and everything, just to, you know, continue to create this chill community on our section of YouTube over here. So let me know down in the comment section which one of these guesses did you think was best, and if you have a theory on who's inside that pod, let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching on to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.